talk about piecemealing things. Let's talk about putting a whole dinner together, something that people are going to have each and every night.
You know, and I think the big misconception is that you have to alter your diet in some way to include unusual foods or things you normally would never eat.
Rice cakes?
Yeah, oh God, you know, don't even get me started on those. Yeah, a lot of that stuff. It's completely unnecessary. A lot of the things that you love, that you're eating already, that you're already buying in the grocery store, is exactly what you should be eating. There's a few things we need to change, alter, or eliminate, or perhaps limit to a certain number of days of the week to get maximum results. That's the bottom line. There's not a lot of change going on here, so some of your favorites are on the menu already. Go ahead.
You know what I see? I see whole foods here. I don't mean the retailer. I mean the foods that we have here are all whole foods. We have protein, we have chicken, we have beef, we have vegetables, we have produce. We have things that don't have labels, do not come in a can, a bag, or a box, and it's something that you grew up with, your parents, your grandparents, everybody had these for a long time, and you could work them into your diet and should be having them.
And you know what I think is interesting about a lot of these different menu choices? They don't have to be expensive. I think that's a big misconception about eating healthy. It's like, I would eat healthy, but it's so much more expensive. It isn't necessarily the case. With a lot of the fresh vegetables, especially if you're in season in this area, you're gonna be able to get that from a CSA. You're gonna be able to buy it at the grocery store.
Farmer's market.
Yeah, farmer's market.
More and more
very
people
inexpensive.
are doing it themselves. It's very posh and in vogue right now to have your own garden.
Oh, absolutely. And it's easy and fun to cook with fresh food, and your body, your healthy lifestyle goals are going to be the direct beneficiary of your efforts.
I want to start with,
Yeah,
with
jump
the chicken.
in.
So we have a bone-in chicken right now. Of course, a chicken is a very lean protein. It will help your muscle tissue rebuild and repair. You put a bone in it though, why?
I like the flavor. I didn't put the bone in there. You know,
You did this. You did this.
The chicken came with the bones. They needed them when they were still walking around.
Well, arguably. I meant on the plate. I didn't mean in the chicken.
I like bone-in chicken for a couple of different reasons. First thing and foremost is flavor. I don't skimp when it comes to buying food for my clients or my family. I will spend extra money if I can get extra flavor benefit out of it. This is one of those situations where the least expensive item is also the most flavorful. This is where you're gonna get a lot of your flavor. Would I use all the dark meat? No. My wife would eat the breast. I would take the dark meat and turn it into a stew or possibly use it for a soup. I would take the bones definitely and save them and make that into a soup. But even as a dinner, this is a great option. You can buy roasted chickens like this. You don't have to have a rotisserie set up like I have in my professional kitchen. You can go to the grocery store and buy one of these for, what, $4 or $5? I mean, they're so inexpensive.
They're already cooked. Just grab it, bring it home and eat it. You mentioned stew before. People are still stewing?
Oh yeah, love it. Yeah, put it in a slow cooker, especially in the cold weather, something like this. After it's roasted, I would then use the individual pieces, break them apart, put it into a slow pressure cooker and use some of these other fresh ingredients. I've done something a little different though, and I want to showcase something that's showing up in a lot of grocery stores right now. If you don't have this tool already,
spiralizer.
Yeah, spiralizer, you may not need to buy it, quite frankly. I mean, they make this ready to go in the store.
That you turn into a zucchini pasta or a zucchini noodle.
Exactly.
It teaches people that, of course, you could have vegetables, and you did it traditionally Italian style with the olive oil and the garlic?
In this dish right here,
Sprouts.
I simply roasted some Brussels sprouts. I also took a little bit of another ingredient that I love that I'll talk about in 1 second. And the zucchini, I sauteed that with garlic and olive oil. Very easy. You can even add a little bit of butter into that sauce.
Butter's not off. Butter's on.
Flavor.
Have the butter. And lastly, what I want to grab over here is something that you would traditionally say, oh, I'm going to go out for a special occasion, a special dinner, and I'm going to get a filet mignon, and I'm going to get some potatoes, and that's how I'm going to cheat my food that night. This is a fat-dropping meal.
And a delicious one at that. You're looking at the mashed potatoes underneath and you're saying, no, we can't have mashed potatoes. This is made with cauliflower. Absolutely delicious. When I first tried it years and years ago, I said, I don't know if it's gonna be just as good. My family prefers it now to regular traditional white potatoes. Some pan-seared asparagus or grilled asparagus with a little bit of that high heat stable mac oil and a beautiful lean filet mignon right on top of it. You have something that you would see in a restaurant. This is a healthy meal.
This is not a cheap meal.
This is not a cheap meal.
This is something you could have. You could have, I would say, filet mignon maybe once a week. Work it in. Don't be afraid of it. Use the butter. Use the butter with the cauliflower. Make it feel as if it were mashed potatoes. And asparagus, one of my favorite vegetables of all time. Fat dropping meal.
Chicken and steak dinner. That's not unusual food. That's not foreign food. That's not things that you're not used to seeing or uncomfortable cooking techniques. These are the things that you're already eating, and that's the takeaway today. Continue eating what you love. Don't change your entire life. Find the few things that are interfering with your healthy lifestyle goals. Swap them out and get maximum results. I know you're gonna eat that right there, right?
It's gone.